So chat, where were we? Not necessarily a rhetorical question. It has been a week. So, Carthage has been formed. Last week we prioritised the need to form Carthage while King Tosti was still of age to do it.
Is this when we sack Rome? Curious duck.
Maybe we will sack Rome eventually. I think we're not in a position to do so yet, which ties in nicely with where we are. We have a decent amount of troops, but if we get targeted by any serious kind of jihad, we're not going to do very well. So, or invasions from the bigger powers like Byzantine. So we do need to kind of do some focus on eco. It gives us a chance to look at kind of men-at-arms stationing a bit more and play around with that. We might even want to see if we can get some interesting, unique men-at-arms, because we do want to get some elephants. We need some elephants, and to get elephants, it means we do need at some point to pick up one of these cultures. But yeah, so we are Carthage. We started, as a reminder, as we are of Haesteining stock, we started over in the little corner there beneath Brittany. We decided to kind of roleplay this as, you know, we wandered, we landed here, we merged with the local cultures. We decided that Carthage was a kingdom that needed rebuilding, and as our culture has merged, and remember we have created Carthaginian culture, which is a merger of Norse and Maghrebi, we would come together and form a nation and rebuild our Carthaginian empire and sack Rome. But the other thing we do need to do is we have a very nice shield. This is custom. It is a nice big elephant in the middle with a small cat and a small duck on the shield to represent our major interests. And yeah, we managed to secure enough of the territory around here and the various dukedoms to ensure that all of the territory we currently hold, all the titles we currently hold, are now de jure to the Kingdom of Carthage. This includes Sicily, which we do need to get that little bit off the Byzantines, but you'll notice that it is actually now de jure to Kingdom of Carthage, because we hold the dukedom for that. This does mean we can now die safe in the knowledge that we're not going to split the kingdom on our death. We do technically have one son. He is the heir to everything. He is currently 28. He is unmarried. He is pretty. He does have very high stewardship. So instinctively, I think when he takes over, what we will probably do with him is use him as a bit of an economic guardian and to try and get our line going with some intelligent and stuff in it. He is sadistic, he is ambitious, he is diligent, he has good teachable traits. Does he actually have any known lovers at the moment? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But we do need to get him married off, or starting to have kids relatively soon. We might be able to do our standard trick of not marrying him off, given he's got really high stewardship, and just try and churn out a decent illegitimate kid with good traits. I think that's probably what we'll try and do. Have you considered swearing fealty to Byzantine? I would even give you the county back since it's de jure. Yes, I think we're going to deliberately avoid trying to do that. I think it's more fun for us to get into a position where we can beat the Byzantines in a war for it. Because, you know, they are the heir of both the Greeks and the Romans. So, it kind of makes sense that we'd want to war them. So yeah, just for a change, because we do tend to use that method, the swear fealty, then causing enormous amounts of shit as a way of screwing with the Byzantines. I think it would be nice for once to just properly militarily fuck with the Byzantines. We don't do it enough. We do want to try and insert ourselves into the struggle, because obviously Spain is a traditionally Carthaginian territory. There is a reason Cartagena, it's called Cartagena. So we do want to get over here. That has been somewhat tricky so far, because up until now Al-Andalus was quite powerful. We have, through various assassinations, managed to split that up slightly. I do not want to know what is going on with you there. You are a very frightening lady. I think we can assume a texture map didn't load there. But that is somewhat horrifying. Like, he's like, "Hi, I'm Sultan Reddy. Have you met my wife?" Yeah. Have you met my vibe? She is a screaming void of the Boston screaming voids. So yes, let's assume that's a missing texture map, shall we? Her children have not inherited her screaming voidness, which is probably good. So, first steps. We kind of need... Let's just do a bit of a recap. So, we could create an accolade, and we probably should. We can create some titles now that we have created the kingdom, because we did that pretty much as the last action. We do have some alliances we could theoretically negotiate, but I don't think we're going to. Let's get rid of some prisoners. Now, we do kind of want to sort this out. So our capital is Tunis. Let's make sure our council is doing things. So we do have a religious conversion going on. That's good. We've got promote culture going on, and we've got increased control in Palermo. We'll probably flip him to manage royal guards after that, I suspect, because our next ruler is not going to have very good... Yeah, his intrigue is pretty terrible. It's stare into the abyss, not marry it. Well, sometimes you stare into the abyss and you fall into the beauty of its eyes and you fall in love. I do like this little tiny enclave of not land. Like, technically that is the Gulf of Tunis. I've never worked out whether that's deliberate or not. Don't know whether there's a genuine geographical feature that causes that. Our culture has discovered public works. I think that is accidental, because I think we were actually looking at... we're currently working on mangonels, just because it'd be really useful. What does public works give us? Oh, good, we've got the max dev up to 20. Which is handy, because we now do want to kind of dev up Tunis shortly. We do have an incident at Royal Court. What do you want? He is not getting territory. Whoever you are. It is a very nice throne room, you're right. We do have a lovely throne room. We are apparently trying to murder the man who's married to the Void. I assume that's because it will split his stuff up nicely. Don't particularly want to do a grand tour. We do need to save up a bit of money for the handover. Well, we're getting ominous forebodings of death. That might mean someone is trying to kill us. See if we can kill him. We failed to kill him. Let's try again. Is there any way we can get our son to marry an heir in Iberia? Almost certainly we could. Oh, we are invited to a hunt. Do we need to? I feel like not. He doesn't like us minus 99. That is a kind of man who's likely to try and kill us. I mean, basically the easiest way to get into the hunt is into the struggle is to take that. Like, take some territory we could get over there. Interestingly, his daughter, who is about to marry a very scaly man, she's quick. We could marry our son to her. Because if she has a horrible and tragic accident, she's already the heir to the Kingdom of Galicia. I wonder if he would. I mean, he's not far off. We'll just make him like us a bit more. Depends on whether we want to get into the struggle this early or not. I mean, maybe we don't really want to get ourselves into the struggle there. Give yourself time. Yeah, I mean, we're not in a rush. That has low durability. Have we got like a ton of them? We've got Bejeweled Quran. We've only got the one scriptures now. How much to repair? 75? Get out. Fine. Do we repair that? Fine. We're holding 5. Oh, it created the duchies. Oh, nice. Okay, well, we need to distribute these sharpish then. So the ones we're holding on to are Tunis, Sicily. Is it Carawan? It's just like got crazy amounts of areas. I do think getting our son hitched is a thing we do. We might get generations. I think it's unlikely. We're going to die soon. If you go in too early, you'll be doing that and the jihad will come. Yeah, we probably want to get up to about 8,000-ish troops before we start getting involved in the struggle. We were going to keep the county, not the duchy. Yeah, I mean, basically, aren't the others in this not great? Just happens to be that this one is very good. Yeah, I mean, they're alright, but they're not amazing. Do you know the location of the nearest duchy of mines? Oh, we will be keeping Sardinia. Let's destroy that title. That means that the one we need to give away is Corsica. So who are we giving Corsica to? You really hate us, but a lot of that will be too many duchies. And the de jure duchy. So his opinion would switch. But at least minus 50 and more. He is Sardinian. Anyone around here not Sardinian? No. That's interesting. When you create the kingdom, it automatically creates all the duchies. Give it to your son. I don't really want to give it to my son, though. I don't want it back. He's not going to have any land there, so just be pissed off. Yeah, what if we... Haven't we got some spare daughters? She's already married. Ooh, how about we marry off to a granddaughter? They won't matrilineally marry though, that's the problem. And the poet? Righto. Go on, do you want to accept that or not? Hello? Beulah? Oh, we lost our spy master. All our spy masters hate us, apart from Count Valdemar, who really likes us. That's useful. Beulah? I did send the invite, didn't I? Oh, the Knights Templar have been established. That's what we do want to do, is try and establish a holy order. That'd be nice to do before we die. Like, I did send the marriage request, didn't I? Should befriend him, but... Oh, he's being held hostage. Does that mean I can't... Can you not make marriage propositions to people who are hostages? Because that feels limiting. Hostage is intentionally limiting in that it gives the court they're being hosted priority. Yeah, but you'd still be able to do it historically. It's the Count of Galuria is holding him hostage. I just don't really want to give him that title. Right, we can create an accolade. Anyone who's really worthy of one? Wouldn't it be Emender if we were going to do one? He might be a good commander. First among office bearers is a very terrible title. He is the Lord of Chat. Oh, I see. It still doesn't work if you rename stuff that way. Yeah, I'm annoyed about that. I really don't want to give the dukedom away to someone who isn't Carthaginian. Trouble is you have a lot of vassals who don't like us. Duchies is not helping with that. We do need a reasonable war chest here. Have some more kids. Yeah, I don't want to have more kids. If I have more kids at this point, it's going to split the inheritance. I'd rather worry about that when Prince Trigvi gets in charge. Right, go away. Everyone already knows I'm a murderer, so we may just give a lot of people money. Yeah, I think we will. I'm actually going to let that tick up to 1,000. Archbishop really likes us, so we can afford to do that. There we go. I did wonder if we were about to get assassinated. I wake up in the middle of the night to see a dark figure in my chambers. I know not what has happened to my guards, but when I see the glint of moonlight reflecting off the blade, I know that it's too late for me. A sufficiently sharp dagger makes little sound as it pierces flesh, and through the rush of agonizing pain, I could not tell if my screams were any more audible. Can you get some... Press B to meow, please, for King Tosti at 62. He did manage to find Carthage. Shameless fornicator. That's how we would all like to be remembered. Right. New king just dropped. Who dis? So, excellent stewardship. We could theoretically get away without marrying. Our player heir is our 33-year-old sister, who kind of doesn't like us. I'm sure nothing will go wrong there. We will see. So, decisions. First things first, council. Right, well actually at this point we do need to give that title away. So I am going to make him, because he doesn't really have much in the way of alliances. Or do we try and provoke him into revolt? Who's in the Liberty faction? Count Haesteining Ragnarsson, Count Manfreda the Hawk, and the Count Gabes. That's not the end of the world. We can beat them. I'm gonna give. We might regret this later on, but I suspect it will secure his loyalty. How can you still dislike us 100? Screw you. I mean, he can't plot against us immediately because he is a kid. Courtly vassal opinion boost wouldn't go amiss right now. Too many duchies penalty. Yeah, that is down though. We're down to 3, which is what we're realistically going to hold. We can create a bunch of titles. we can create a worthy successor to the First Lord of Chat. It is going to be him. Right, the good news is our new Archbishop does endorse us. We could get Duke Bernat. That's probably not a terrible alliance for us to have, to be honest. That's actually given us two relatively decent alliances. Right, let's have a look at what we're doing on the council. Right, powerful vassals. Who's powerful and annoyed? So, he wouldn't be a bad marshal. He'd be a very good steward. I think he's just pretty much guaranteed to get steward, let's be honest. He was our steward before, I think. I'd really like a bit more Carthaginian spread before we flip to Dev. I don't know, we probably should just max Dev Tunis up. We should get Tunis to at least 20. Listing the council windows with shaded powerful vassals. Yeah, I know that, but I prefer looking at them this way. She'd actually be a decent marshal as well. She's one of the ones that's likely to rebel against us, though. Not the world's worst diplomat. So you can actually have that, I don't mind. I think he is like one of our possible rebels. I mean, Count of Gabes was one of our possible rebels as well, wasn't he? He is very good. And if we put him on manage royal guards. Key thing is we need a very good spy master who doesn't hate us. Handily, Count Valdemar very much falls into that category. It's a lot of money to make him like us a little bit more. Give him a gift. Would you like a lavender jade pendant? Promote culture and Corsica. I think I want Tunis up to a 20 before we do anything else. I think. Right, he's not going to leave that faction. So he might rebel against us, which would be annoying, because he is quite a good soldier. And he is Carthaginian. Actually, he has a 2-year-old daughter. We could betroth ourselves to his daughter, just as a sort of holding alliance. Depends on whether we really care whether that faction kicks off or not. My god, we're stressed. I feel like we definitely want to be doing skullduggery for now. We could try taking his daughter as a hostage. Yeah, should we see if he'll give up a hostage? Can we? we bribed him, depends on how much it would improve the relationship. Ooh, so close. Can we appoint him to something? No, I want to grant him the stupid titles that don't matter. Why are we training one of our lowest attributes? That'll take ages. Because we're not after the attributes, we're after the traits. We want Court of Shadows. Court of Shadows is going to do a massive impact on us. Plus it means we can take Seduce, and we want to Seduce. So basically it's the trait that matters to us. We get, so what we'd like to get is Truth is Relative, especially as we've already got Golden Obligations. So we get Truth is Relative, Court of Shadows, and then we probably get Enticing Opportunity, and then we flip to Stewardship, likely, and go down that one. But yeah, just for now, I think every little helps in terms of stopping people trying to murder us. Yeah, can we like give him... Is that enough? I mean, to be honest, we're now moving into territory where if we swayed him, he'd probably stop joining factions anyway. 25 months. Because it's an act of tyranny, and I don't really want to do an act of tyranny unless we have to. I mean, he's 57, he's not going to be around for long. Let's see how much we can sway him in time. Good morning, Pangolin. Someone was asking for a little kitty update. She is still with the main Cats Protection Centre. They say she's relatively healthy. She's still got some nose issues. They're going to just stick a camera up her nose on Tuesday because they reckon that maybe she's got like a seed or something stuck up there, which is why she's so snotty still. So they'll be doing that on Tuesday, and they'll be spaying her on Tuesday as well. And once they've done that, hopefully, if things go well, she'll come back to us. But we'll see. Damn, our piety's low. I feel like some kind of activity to sort out our stress would be a decent thing. Feasts are expensive. Right, let's just have a look at what we do for a feast. So, base level cost. We go level 2, level 2. I think that'd be reasonable. I mean, arguably we could make the honoured guest someone we like. Which would be good. You can take the Grand Tournament invite. I am not going to a Grand Tournament whilst we're newly in charge. It's not happening. We do need to see if we can start popping out Sprog at least. Is there anyone seducible? Are there any suitably seducible geniuses around that we might stand a chance with? Probably not. Maybe. Okay. She is a lunatic. So we could go with the smart crazy lady. Should romance her if I don't want to elope, I just want to seduce her. Then she would be my lover. She might churn out some illegitimate kids. I don't even think I can elope. I'm the king. Any one here who might work for us? It's by age. Adults. No, not really. Possibly some illegitimate crazy kids, but that's par for the course. Yeah, I mean, technically they'd be illegitimate, so. Do have an overlapping trait with her. I'm guessing she'd be resistant to it. No? Saxon have any interesting units? Custom units for Saxons? Is our heir popping good babies? She's popping babies. Not necessarily good ones. Right, when we get up to 300, then we know we can host a feast. 50% chance. I'll just take the money. No, I think we married her off, so she's not really popping out stuff anyway. We do need to watch for that. That's why I do kind of want us to get an heir relatively quickly. Convert Faith has finished. We are getting there on the Catholicization of our lands, which is good. Murder holes, yes please. 5 years gives a scheme discovery chance. Enemy hostile scheme success chance would be nice. Or we can gain 20 dread. 20 dread's actually quite useful. It's a stress loss event as well. We are going to lose a lot of stress from the feast though. Do legitimate kids get claims on your titles? Not currently, which is why they're useful. I would like to see a game mechanic where there's a sort of element of sort of legitimacy that creeps in. Like it's a more malleable number in the same way as you have in EU4. Because then you could have things where if your ruler's legitimacy is low enough, that maybe if they have illegitimate kids and they have strong traits, vassals will start thinking about putting those kids on the phone. Just make sure everything's set how we want it here, yeah. That sounds way too exciting. Well, you know, right. Now we're hitting problems. I feel like a reckoning is coming. Welcome to the stream, Daniel Gilligan. This is a custom kingdom. So Carthage is not formable. So we did it as a custom kingdom. We made sure we held the duchies we wanted first and had the territory for the other duchies before we created it. What's our Royal Alliance options? Not actually as good as you'd think. I'm surprised by that. We are a king. We're a Catholic king. You'd think we'd have better alliance options than that. Let's do a bit of alliance hunting ourselves, because the game isn't always good for that. I reckon we can probably have a bit of a hunt and see if we can find a better alliance than the ones that are available. Might be time to strategically position an army, yeah, quite possibly. Sorry, I'm just answering a message. Message has been answered, chat. This is the important thing. Is Carling pinned there for marriage or murder? Carlings are always pinned for murder. Always. Never trust a Carling. Don't ask me why we want to kill him. But we did. Come on, you must have. So that's a splendor issue. Is there a way we can marry ourselves to a Carling? Part of the problem is there's not as many strong kingdoms around here as you'd think. Basil doesn't have any daughters. It does, but she'll already be married. We promise a grand wedding, he'll do it. I think we do that. I think we do that and then fight the rebellion. Gives us a chance to do a bit of redistribution. Just barely. Yeah, but barely's enough. And it'll be because it'll be a defensive war, he'll have to come in. It's not an offensive war. Like, he probably won't like us enough to join us in offensive wars, but he'll like us enough to join us in defensive ones. The other thing is she's technically quick, so it's actually not a bad marriage to do. But he'll probably die before then anyway. And then we can see if it's going to hold as an alliance or not. He's already in a war. Yeah, but he's winning it. I think he's going to win that war. It'll be close, But I think he'll probably win that war. That's my gut feeling, he's going to win that war. Is she next in line for succession? Don't think so. Hasn't he got other sons? He doesn't have other sons. She is. If the son did have a tragic accident, the son having a tragic accident might not be a bad idea, you know. Grand weddings are great anyways. My only issue with it has been that the decision has been bugged for me. So if someone dies before they can have a wedding, I couldn't do another grand wedding in the entire run. Interesting. Spider ducks hoe. Indeed. Trouble is we're not very good at murder. Predicted agent 0. But you know, stranger things have happened. I mean, ultimately, this is really just getting us through this month. They really need to sort that event respawning. It does pop up sometimes way too much. You had him pinned presumably for that earlier. Maybe that is why we pinned him. Right. They can go at any time. I do like that you get more info now on why they're in the faction. So you can see faction commitments. Really like to get him out of it. For example. How does that make him more committed? Right. Calling some allies. The good news is we kept everyone else. It's just annoying that we lost our really good steward. If she becomes primary heir, will he abort the betrothal? I've never seen it happen unless they've changed that. I'm honestly fine with this. Now let's just do a quick evaluation on troop numbers. I think what we do is raise here. So they out-troop us, but we might be able to snipe his troops. Yeah, we're going to get there. We probably want to go down to speed 3. And the annoying thing is we are going to get a siege on Tunis relatively soon. Good news is, troops are inbound already. Now, will they? They should follow me. So you know what? Get in the sea. Let's get over there and see if we can smash the main forces. My vile paramour. As I draw closer to Athelia, I don't know whether to tear the clothes from her body or punch the ruthless smile off her face. She kisses me, a challenge, and I drag her closer, a fitting riposte. The warring feelings in my chest are echoed by our bodies. We spend the night delivering both insult and bliss unto each other. Strong foundations of a modern marriage. Now she is actually a very good steward. And what we really want to do here is see if we've got any hot eligible these are kids. They are Haesteinings. Probably put some of them on thrones. What I really want to do is find someone who is not a ruler, has you, Lucino. I mean, Carthaginian would be ideal, but we're not picky. Kind of want to get into court, though. I need someone we can get to court. Those foul rumours about your sister, Princess Gerlach, trace them to the source. Himena, my courtier and friend. 100% chance I gain Bumbling Tyrant. I would rather not have a rivalry with my sister and heir. Offer some coin. Game Bumbling Tyrant, boo. Offer lodgings is plus 50. Yeah, I mean, it still wouldn't get us there, but it would get us closer. Right, we're going to land there, see if we can get these armies to join on us. They should. Guys, can you not? Can you maybe come do something fucking useful? In you come. Should win it. Not as easy as I would like, but we will win it. That's the important thing. Smacked them around quite a lot there. Did lose our army commander. Bumbling Tyrant doesn't sound like a great combination. It doesn't, does it? Go away. We'll unsiege this, smack their armies around again. And then we'll disband our troops. Go kill them. How are we looking now? 239. Go kill them. Become the owner of... It gives a small health boost. That's nice. And learning +1. Is that a thing that we equip? Is that a trinket? It is. I mean, it's more useful than that. So let's get rid of that one. Put that in. Do we have anything that boosts? No, we don't. You consider the trick or treat mod, which hides the exact value of inheritable traits. I've looked at it. I might use it at some point. It does look quite fun. We won the Battle of Tunis. Let's go kill them. Basically what I'm doing is looking to destroy armies. Because we're now at a point where they don't have sufficiently big armies to be able to beat my allies easily. Valdemar died in a horse riding accident. Isn't he my really good... Oh no. Turns out my lover is a really good spy master. But then so's this 16-year-old vassal's not bad. Because the thing I can now do, because remember we are losing money. Right. They're down to 890 guys. That means they no longer have a force that is larger than any of my allies. Which means if I do this, my allies should now operate independently and start besieging stuff back for me. And we'll only re-raise the troops if we really need to. So they should start independently prioritizing actions. They're much better at not getting themselves into supply problems now as well. So we can re-raise our troops if we need to. Right now, we don't really need to. Are we not hanging our... No, we'll put that there. Have the Arborean War banner can go up there. Fund an inspiration. I think I can. Oh yeah, we can. Let's write a book about medicine. He's legendary. Oh, we missed him. He's now a guest of King Ludwig. So we might re-raise our troops in a bit. Smack that lot around again. We do need a crown, but we don't have the money for it yet. Unless we've got someone useful we can ransom. And we do. I wouldn't mind a legendary crown. He's very competent. He wants to make a crown. We don't have a crown. Go for it. So they should smack these armies around again now. Someone siege down something else. Nice. We'll let them finish smacking them down. No harm in it. Right. Who we got in jail? Let's do some redistribution of the wealth. New jail, who dis? Exactly. So she is Catholic and Carthaginian. She rules Arbarea, which is over here. Now we could banish her. Oh, if we negotiate her release, we get 47 stress because we're sadistic. And we could just nicely lose some stress from torturing her. Gain some dread. She is now a lunatic. Go sit in the dungeon. I think if I force terms, I don't get stress. Who else is now in our jail? So her we've dealt with. He's only got one title, so we'll just revoke the title. Let's lose some stress. And this is spending our piety, but the stress loss is nice. Oh, I don't want to do it though, because the Archbishop, it'll push our Archbishop into not liking us. Just flat out ransom him. You, sir, are definitely losing some titles. And I believe we might be able to torture you. We can torture him. It's not going to annoy our Archbishop because he's a Shari. Then we'll ransom him off. Doesn't execute also reduce stress? It might do. It might do. I think execute does annoy your Archbishop. Who's next? Now you are a Haesteining, and you are quite good. And you don't hate me that much. Do you have a son already? Yeah, so we'd gain Kinslayer, which is not useful for him. I think he's probably just going to spend the rest of his life in prison. I can torture him. Let's just stick him in a dungeon. Count Orvar. Yoink. Pay me. Count Friedrich here. I'm so disappointed in you. You have a nice amount of gold. But in honour of your previous service, I'm not going to torture you. Count Kolbjorn. He doesn't dislike me. Single title though, so revoke. Any gold? A bit of gold. Ibrahim. Act of tyranny, apparently. Righto. Just stay in jail then. You just stay in jail. That's probably it. She's a syphilitic, fearless maniac. Good for her. No revoke on Count Ragnar. Count Ragnar. Yeah, we can revoke on him. We have a lot of titles to give out. Now, do we want to give some of these to relatives? You've been popping out young Haesteinings, haven't you? Now, we haven't created the Duchy of Algier, but we could. I think young Frodo here is going on an adventure. Bertha here. Quite like to reinforce his intelligent trait. He's Catholic and Carthaginian. And I'm going to give him both of those. Because he can be our future Duke of Algiers. So these ones don't hugely matter to us. Because we're never going to create a title over here. Tubnar. Tubnar's part of Zab. We could create Zab as a duchy. Trouble is, her kids aren't Haesteinings. So we've got Cracker, our niece, but she's quite good. Bergpaw, are you going to inherit anything? You're Frodo's brother, aren't you? There's a risk there that those titles get unified. Maybe we take it. No, the danger is they war on each other. You know what? Let's try it. It'll be fun. Maybe they'll kill each other when they get older. That is a temple holding. So it just needs granting to anyone. That we're keeping. Tabassa would be nice to keep, but we're not forming the duchy, so it doesn't really matter. I think we'll just roll the dice. It's alright. Now, a Nabba we don't really need. I feel like we want to be mates with him. Like, unless we've got someone crazy good. We just don't. It's not a bad mix there. We could do with someone who is a really good marshal for when our marshal dies. Are there any hot eligible ladies in our area? She is Catholic, that's fine. Can we find you? pin you. She's lowborn, so we need someone lowborn. Someone inside diplomatic range who is not a ruler. Don't really care about dynasty. And Carthage. Needs to be somebody to like us, though. You do. 47. Can you modify those brothers' contracts so their borders cannot change and they won't fight each other? No, I'd need to be much higher authority than I am. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. We need him to have a much better opinion of us. No, we can't get an opinion high enough. Okay, in which case I think we're just going to gamble. Yeah, we've got a good diplomat. Right, 2 more to give away. Castra Giviani we tend to give away because it's not as good as it could be. So, you can have that. And what else are we sitting on? Orestiano. That is terrible territory. You can just go to someone rando. Count Skuldu. Decent steward. An avaricious, aspiring Blade Master Traveller. Cool. That takes us to 7-7. I think it's because we're keeping hold of that, which we weren't keeping hold of before, but that's fine. How has Tunis not got a single dev point? She really doesn't like us. Which is a shame. She's a godless empath. Why does she hate us? Not rightful liege. How are we not your rightful liege? Oh, because the Duchy of Zap hasn't been created. Right, let's unpause and get our ransoms. Actually, we should raise a runestone. Plot for plus 20. Yeah, go on then. That gets us back into positive piety as well. Right, intrigue. Truth is relative. Oh, actually, do we want enticing opportunity first? Now, we could do a grand tour. There's probably no harm in us doing a grand tour at this stage. And we haven't really done many grand tours. So should we do a grand tour, chat? We can have the money for it. We should also see if we can get a position. Let's... Actually, we need to lose stress. Can we lose stress on a grand tour? I feel like we should do a feast first. We'll do a feast. We'll do a big feast. I think we do a feast first. Let's do a bit of a title allocation session as well. Do we have anyone who would be decent at some of these things? Like, Athenia can become our court tutor. It would be nice to have a food taste, but I don't think anyone likes this enough. She's good and probably isn't going to plot to kill us. I mean, the thing is, if he liked us more, we could make him our bodyguard. She would be an excellent royal architect. I think that's probably enough for now. Deceitful cupbearer. Yeah, but she likes me, so that's fine. I think we do want to get a feast going on. And I think we do it in Tunis for the discount. We want an honorary guest. I see the Corsica got grabbed by someone else. Our bodyguard. And it is for recreation because we do want to get rid of the stress. We have a lovely time ahead of us. He is on the track. Doesn't hate us that much. She's on the track and likes us. He's younger. He's almost a trained physician. She's some way off. I'm gonna go for her. We are building up bit more kind of renown, which is useful. You get out of my dungeon. Welcome, friends. A great table seating the upper nobility on the dais gave a loud crack, and a moment later it gave in under the weight of food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guests and I had to be fitted among the lower nobility, I ended up close to my courtier, Cecilia. Count Carrie took it poorly, however, and told everyone it was a grave injustice to be seated with lords and ladies barely better than commoners. Acting quite the opposite, Count Colbjorn displayed grace and humility among his lessers. What a great night. Gain some opinion. Our love gains 30 opinion of us. Can get Duke Fabrizio loan. We want that because he's the Corsican guy. Aki's going to be annoyed. Feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Emender, our esteemed guest of honour. Yep. Few candles survive after the last of the guests have left. I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. So every courtly vassal gains 15 opinion. Non-courtly get 10. We get a bunch of prestige. We got progress towards eager reveler. We lose another 25 stress. Tunis gains great banquet. Development growth plus 20%. That's very powerful. Jesus, we should be doing feasts in places where we want to do dev boost. That's really powerful. Now we could do a hunt. So I'd like to do a grand tour, but the cost is pretty high. Don't have a grand wedding, I promised. Well, we've got to save for that, because she's going to need it in 6 years. The Haesteining Crown. Vassal limit plus 10. That's nice. Glory Hound. Tax contribution. Courtier and guest opinion boost. That's alright. That is not bad. Especially as we didn't have a crown before. Yeah, we should probably be saving for our grand wedding. We can... If we pardon him, he gains 15 opinion of us, but he hates us anyway. He does have a cool sibling. Bedana Kostelensky. She is a club-footed, one-eyed, scarred Slivian. Good morning, Pochi Magnifico. Now, we could just try and imprison him again. Just don't think it really achieves anything for us right now. Yeah, I'm a fornicator. At least it's out in the open now. And we'll get rank back. It's fine. Count Guy of Dockham. No, sorry, Count Doku. Everything here is fine, I think. I mean, do we really want to go to his hunt? Oh, he likes us now. Also a fornicator. And we're mates, yes. He's not going to kill us. I mean, there's zero safety risks to this. But I am going to hire some captains anyway. New Archbishop hates us. He does, doesn't he? Damn. Will no one rid me of this turbulent priest? As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, Duke Fabrizio has started on the preparations. His gamekeepers check the grasslands every day for signs of quarry while building camp closer to the hunting grounds. Looks like we're doing bird hunting. Yeah, I think we're going falconing. We're going to hawk a quail. Not a euphemism. Right, we're at the release spot. The day is going well until Duke Fabrizio suddenly insists we call off the hunt, claiming he is fearful his life after a close call. Rumours of an assassination attempt abound. Did someone try and kill him at his own hunt? Oh man. That's slightly annoying. Means we won't get any prestige, stress loss for it, I don't think. Got some intrigue lifestyle boosts for that though, that's interesting. Byzantium's looking weak. We could actually take Byzantium in a war, you know. The Thuringians fighting a couple of wars and rebellions. And we don't have an alliance with them anymore. Can we negotiate that alliance? I don't think we can. She is less useful to us than she was. Unless we plan to go after some kingdoms. Famous last words, we could take Byzantium in a war, you know. Don't feel like there's any of our kingdoms we really want right now. If she had something in the Iberian Peninsula... Do we break this betrothal, chat? It's going to annoy King Louis, but we can't negotiate an alliance with him anyway. I mean... Oh no, can't we negotiate that once we're married? It's just that we can't while it's betrothed. Doesn't Byzantium get first call on the jihads while they're around? I mean, we wouldn't be taking them out. I want my bit of Sicily back. Am I right in thinking that once we marry her, we can negotiate an alliance with King Louis? Because that is his sister. I think it's just because the betrothal. The betrothal doesn't recreate the alliance, but the marriage does. I think that's fine. Can we, educate our wife? Apparently not. Does he appear in potential alliances? No, because I don't think he will appear under potential alliances. I don't think. Apparently our nephew is King Ludwig of East Francia. Oh, he's a fucking carling. I think we still marry her. I think we still marry her and then we get the alliance. Goodfrieda died of old age. Was he one of our councillors? He was our marshal, wasn't he? We do have Emmon, but he's our bodyguard and he's quite good. Maybe he can. I mean, he's a powerful vassal and he's decent at it, so go for it. Prince Bishop Altman the Smelly. Hopefully these soon to be dead. How is Tunis looking? Like, why are we still at 10 dev? Ooh, we gained Chastity Belt. Chastity Belt is so useful. That's brilliant. Fertility minus 100%. It's insanely powerful. Can you not? Can we not do this? I thought they managed to reduce the spam of this. Pope, buddy. Can you just not? Yeah, let's see if we can mob him. Oh dear, how sad. Archbishop's dead. Gain athletic, why not? New one doesn't hate me as much. A bit of swaying. Pope is back on the menu. Is Pope ever off the menu? Really? We just want Court of Shadows and then we can flip. So he's the one who's got a claim on us. He doesn't like us anyway, so, you know, fuck that guy. Don't see why the Pope dislikes us. Okay, we've shagged around a bit and maybe killed some people, but... Who among us has not done so? Let he without sin cast the first stone. We should hold court. We do have enough gold. A markedly disgruntled Count Zverka hurries to your throne. Liege, I have a right to the county of Arborea, no matter what anyone else will say. Will you support my claim and have your vassal Count Skoldir relinquish what does not belong to him? I mean, go win it by sword. Fight each other. He likes us more anyway. Mayor Andres, who has clearly been working himself up about something, greets me. My king, the dogs of Zagwan think they are better than us, he spews, cracking their haughty jokes each market day. Mayor Zahar, the cocky commoner, needs to be put in his place, and those damnable fools made to respect Jalula, the foremost city of the region. Genuinely don't care. County of Tunis gains favoured town, dev growth boost. Absolutely. Faced with girly Cecilia's daughter, sad eyes, which grow even larger and more pitiful as her mother Cecilia gently is at her daughter. The girl's got no one to watch over her. Got no traits. She becomes a member of House Haesteining, and I will be considered her father. Instant heir. I mean, we don't have one at the moment. She's not great, but... does give us an heir at least, which is a problem at the moment. And she's a girl, so we can... There we go. Influence her personality. Can make her diligent. Might succeed. She's rowdy, that's the problem. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it didn't work, but it was worth the try. We can... Princess Athena is better. Work off some stress. See our mate Fabrizio. Dev capital. Yeah, I mean we can do. Main thing is it's a stress event. But if he doesn't hate us, that's a good hunt. Right, what do we need to just protect ourselves here? Probably just some mercenaries. And if we change the route slightly... Is there anywhere we can take in on the way? Can we stretch to going via Rome? Because we'd be silly not to. What if, after Castrogiuliani, you go back the way you came, and then you go to Rome, go via there, don't think there's anywhere else we could reach. Not usefully. That'll do. Dynasty Legacy. think we probably take Convergent Blood. So we do have a theoretical heir. It's not great, but... Actually, she's travelling. Right, we'll redo the heirs when we get back from travelling. Remind me we need to set guardians when we get back from travelling. We are waiting to hunt. I think we're good for our grand wedding now, which is good. Let's go lob birds around. Stop picking flowers. Get back on your horse. Fly, my hawk. Combined Learning and Stewardship Challenge. Interesting. Which we failed. Oh, we've lost some stress. Do need a new steward. Duke Fabrizio's our friend, so he's going to get a boost. So I suspect he's actually better, even though he's lower ranked because of the friendship boost. I don't think there's a lot we're going to get here. I think we just take the stress lost. We're not a very nice person, are we, really? Catholic Carthage. Yeah, well, we're not going to do any crazy religioning unless we... I mean, we might do it in future. But certainly not until we can stand up. Danger! This is fine. He's contracted an illness of some times. We can accidentally kill him. He can become our rival. He can gain pneumonia. And I lose a ton of stress. That'll do. Right, I need to appoint wards, don't I? So we will educate her and get her culture converted. Is it worth converting a culture to Saxon? Probably not. There's not going to be any custom units for that, is there? So she is a potential heir. Is trait experience a new thing? Yes, it is. I really like it. I like what they've done with it. It's quite cool. Mayor Andros is severely wounded. We are gradually getting better on our Prince Bishop. Got some money? Fuck off. Get out. He doesn't really like me. Where is it? In Gabez? No, we'll skip that hunt, I think. I'm slightly wary of hunts with people who don't like us, at least until we've married and got another heir. We go on the fuchsia hunt. Like picking flowers. By God, Bertha is my daughter? Oh shit, Bertha, are you my daughter? Oh man, you mean we can't legitimize her? Oh, that would have been so good. Bertha, lovely Bertha. You'd have been a dream. Hi, Basileus. You seem to be struggling somewhat. Basically, I know she's my daughter, but she's legally not. Cecilia can go to the dungeon. That's a 71% chance we win. Yeah. Could I invite her to court? It wouldn't make a difference. I couldn't do it. Like, she's still down as lowborn. There's no way for me to legitimize her. No, because the game now knows I'm her father. Oh, no, it doesn't. The game doesn't. Even though I know I'm her father, the game doesn't. Kind of feel like they should make that. They should change that. If you marry Bertha's mother, does Bertha become legitimate? She wouldn't become my heir. No. Because she was born before she was my heir. You'd have to reveal you're the father. Actually, that's a good question. Can I reveal I'm her father? Can I legitimize her now? Ooh. I have 3 children now, chat. Well. So that's the order you have to do it in. I feel like that betrothal needs breaking. She got diligent. Right, we can do that again. March 943. Chat, remind me we can do that again. Let's just push that man in the horses. What does diligent do? Diplomacy +2, stewardship +3, learning +3. Screws with your stress loss, but it's actually really nice. And it does give us, and we're not developing our capital, and we should be because we're low stress at the moment. I would crit stress us. That's annoying. So close to that not crit stressing us. Extort subjects. That's true. We do have the ability to extort subjects. Let's just go. Have I not earned this? Oh man, I missed an invite to a grand wedding. Do we need the money? We are about to have to host a grand wedding of our own. At the end of this year. Basically, end of this year we need to host a grand wedding. He gets out of prison, that's fine, whatever. My daughter Bertha has recently been speaking to me exclusively in Arabic, and she does so with remarkable proficiency. We begin a scheme to learn your court language with a powerful bonus. Sure. There we go. Bishop likes us now. That's better. I just want to see how much this wedding is going to cost us, because we could do with spending some stuff. Some eco dev. Yeah, girly, you are genuinely not important to me now. What do we want to educate her in? Intrigue's probably decent, to be fair. If she does take over, she'll get threats. Right. See, that's why we were saving money. This will lead to a gold gain. Don't think we can get any boosts from doing it anywhere else, so I think we do it in our capital. Now, do we try and seduce someone else at our wedding? Did he get demoted? Whoa, West Francia. He didn't get demoted, he got promoted. Is it worth hiring a cultural ambassador to remind your great guests how great being Carthaginian is? We may well do. Right, the goal is to secure an alliance with him. Are any of these going to boost the chances of that? I think we can afford to go higher on any of this stuff anyway. Yeah, I mean, we don't need those. Priest's opinion with all attending. How can she already be involved in an activity? She's travelling to somewhere. She's travelling towards Bar. Why are you off to Bar? Honey? Is she on her way back from being, guardianed? Just going to the bar, yeah. Right, she's back now. I think we can do it. So we're doing it in Tunis. Don't need any of that. Dump up the food. Intent is diplomacy. Get me an alliance with King Louis. Start grand wedding. Let's give it a go. Court of Shadows. Let's dive over here. There goes. Well, we got the alliance. Assume that we did just automatically get that because of the wedding then. My gold, yeah. We did have a lot of gold until then. Hey, look, she's riding on a little horse. Travelling to us. Right, we'll leave it on recreation now because we've already got the alliance. Kind of feel like we should go for Syracuse after this. If we're going to have West Francia backing us up. Kind of feel like it'd be silly not to. Court events. Blimey, she didn't hang around. There we go. We get Malta as well. Yeah, we do need to get Malta as well. Good point. It always feels amazing when you've been planning for something for so long and spent so much money on it. And then it's finally there. Everything is ready. The decorations are in place. The guests are mingling and the servants scurry around with loaded dishes. I am pacing around in excitement and nervousness when my future spouse, Queen Bertha, appears radiant in her finest attire. We are ready to begin, however, it is immediately clear that everyone's attention, including my own, is fixated on the unmistakably pregnant belly of the bride. This is going to be awkward. Yes, how did our queen get pregnant while she was travelling to us? Inquiring minds would like to know. I think there's a bit of a bug here. You got married before the wedding. Yeah, I think it's because it essentially considers you married from the moment you click the yes, we're getting married. But then it doesn't allow for the grand wedding taking travel time and the guests to arrive, etc. So it is possible the kid is ours, but... As if organising a wedding worthy of my family's stature weren't stressful enough, I also have to deal with Bertha's relatives. Her brother King Louis arrived bright and early today and has been following around ever since, complaining about this or that. Yeah, bloody French. Think if we can get him to like us, it'll be really good. Nothing has prepared me for the moment I finally see Bertha for the first time. No portrait or description can do justice to the gentle look on her face. No poet has ever sung a beauty such as hers. Time hangs still when our eyes meet, and everyone else seems to disappear. Then she smiles at me, and I know everything will be all right. We are soulmates. We are soulmates, chat. Achievement unlocked. Behind all the rituals and ceremonies, weddings are first and foremost political events. As the ceremony reaches its climax, my mind is already focused on what comes next. Will the alliance stand? Will my new spouse be valid help in the management of my land? And yet there's still another question I have to answer before that, as it's time to give my explicit consent to the marriage. Do I want to spend the rest of my life with Bertha? I do. There's a 50% chance I gain Confident Groom. Stress gain minus 25%, stress loss plus 25%. That's nice. Bertha is perfect for it. Tuck in, everyone. Okay, we have 0 stress. Now is the time. Can we take the decision? There we go. The banquet hall is dressed in a riot of colours, scents and sights. Only the very rarest fabrics and flowers are absent from the garb. Near my seat, both Emir Zalgin and Sultan Abdul Majid share their opinions on the decorations. I don't know how you can love all of this, chortled Zalgin. Look at the lengths that we've gone to. Abdul matter of fasts. It's a waste of good potential. There's plenty to gaze at here, why not take it further? I will take the stress loss, thank you. Isabel de Toulouse becomes our friend. Don't really need an extra friend, let's not have an extra friend. Don't really want my wife to be my rival. Bertha would lose 30 opinion, but also she likes me a lot anyway because we're soulmates, so that's just a massive stress loss event. Bertha is now Carthaginian. Going closer to forming a friendship. Hey, the Pope came! Pope! Good to see you, man. Pope's got a favour on me. That's never a good idea. $100 diplomacy, 50 martial. Rather than Mayor likes me. The feast has started winding down with everyone sated and tired, but the day is still not over for Bertha and me. Procession of guests leads us to our bedchamber, for the legitimacy of a wedding depends on it being consummated. Yeah, we may have done that already. And she literally popped out a daughter during our wedding. Well. Very daughter. What do we call her? Berthai, yeah. Just go through all the variants of Bertha. Like, she's literally just finished having birth, and we're like, yeah, we gotta go consummate this marriage. Don't need the stress loss. Getting barred bedding, which is dip 2. Become the owner of a marriage prayer brooch. Spouse opinion plus 15%. So we'll grant a bonus to seduce schemes against Bertha, and our marriage is set to produce many children. Your marriage to Queen Bertha is set to be incredibly fertile. She will become the owner of a castle and its servants. Martial lifestyle experience plus 10%. So we'll give it a book. I mean, who doesn't want incredible fertility? When finally the last guest leaves, I look around at the deserted venue. The food, the leftovers, the spilled violet sharba on the floor. The echoes of people laughing that still linger in the air and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organising it. So we gained 800 prestige, gracious host, 60 gold, lost 44 stress, every guest gained 30 opinion, every courtly vassal. Thank you all for coming. But the thing is, we don't need to seduce anyone now. Like, we have some very good daughters. And some less good daughters. So was it worth the 495? I reckon it's probably worth the 495. Wine opens the doors for Satan. We abstain from wine for... Yeah, why not? Just 'cause it's good for the stuff. I'd really like to be able to found a holy order. That'll be our thing that increases spouse affection. Yeah, the marriage prayer brooch. What else have we got that we're not equipping? Skull goblet. Sure. Thanks, honey. Lovely. What's the DLC situation? Yeah, we're running all DLCs. Do worry about Frank here. He's an emperor now. Fuck. Emperor? He doesn't hate us. It's an actual skull. It is indeed. The question is whether he would join us in the war. If he comes in on that war, we definitely win. Like, we defo win if he comes in on that war. Don't think we've got befriend unlocked. Interesting. Do we not get a boost from that? I'd assumed we'd get an opinion boost. How's Napoleon? Napoleon is snoozing happily in the other room. Can we give him something? In 6 opinion, that would put him to a 0. That would... Oh, that's quite a good one, isn't it? Courtier and guest, power flex. I mean, it's not actually as good as you'd think. And he's going to gain 92 opinion. Wish we could go for both, but we can't. Pope, Pope, Banker Pope. But we want to form a... No. We need a holy order. There we go, chat. We are at war with the Byzantines. Got a bit of gold. I'm going to build something. Can we actually build any duchy buildings yet? Probably not. Dev 12 here now. Pet cat spawning in games seems reduced these days. Yeah, it does. Well, we are now at war with the Byzantines. Emperor has joined us. Emperor Louis of Francia has joined us in the war, which is great news. And on that note, chat, I am going to end the stream.